a year ago, I made a video predicting the Nintendo Switch 2, the launch games, the price, the controllers, everything. And now that the Switch 2 is out, it's time to see just how wrong I was. Some of my predictions aged very well, others not even close. So today, let's go back, break it all down, and figure out where I nailed it and also where I totally missed. So I made this video 11 months ago. At the time of me posting this, it'll be over a year ago. April 25th, 2024, I helped Nintendo make a perfect Switch 2, and I predicted a bunch of different things. Let's see what I said. Starting with launch games. See, with Nintendo Switch 2 launch hang on a minute, man. I dropped a little bit of weight since then, man. Look at me. Gym is good. There's a lot of different pathways we can go down. We can go down the Mario Kart 9 route. We can go down the 3D Mario. Legend of Zelda would be a little bit too soon. Man, he's spitting facts. Even me 1 year ago, he knew what he was talking about. And I still agree. Any successful console has to launch with Mario Kart, 3D Mario, or Zelda. Almost every single console that has come out from Nintendo since I've been alive has a Zelda or a Mario launch title. And between the two, you're gonna get your Mario launch title since Tears of the Kingdom is not even more than 2 years old yet. But okay, so I decided on a Mario launch title. Now, I didn't say 3D Mario or Mario Kart 9. That's next in this video, but we got that part right. Mario Kart 9, it's not gonna get as big of a pop whenever you reveal it, whether it be at E3. That's really true, and listen to my explanation here. Because we've seen Mario Kart, we all know that you drive on courses and try to be the first place finisher. So when Mario Kart 9 gets revealed, we're just like, oh, sick, new Mario Kart. But if 3D Mario gets revealed, like a Super Mario Odyssey 2, it gives more options for a brand new Mario experience. It would shock the crowd more. And it's true, and I still stand by that statement. I mean, I just explained it in the video, but yes, with Mario Kart, you race on tracks, that's cool beans. With 3D Mario, oh, they changed this, they changed that, they changed this, they changed that. There's more to look at, more to analyze, more to discover. I stand by that statement. Which is why I indeed pick a brand new 3D Mario game to be launching with the Nintendo Switch 2 on release date. Alright, so it does turn out I was wrong about Nintendo Switch 2. Now, we still have yet to see how wrong I'm going to be in this video, but for launch games, I picked 3D Mario over Mario Kart World or Mario Kart 9. Listen, I still think it should have been 3D Mario, but listen, I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean, I was close, right? And then we'll have a second launch game, which will be a Nintendo Switch 2 tech demo. Oh, I got that one right. Oh, did you hear that? Nintendo Switch 2 tech demo I predicted. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour is out now. Now listen, at the time of recording, if they didn't change anything, it costs $10 to buy. I think that's a scam. It should be free. Like, even in this video, I talk about the 3DS AR cards. These were free cards that came with the 3DS. You should always pack in free tech demos, they're called. I don't know. It's a weird thing Nintendo's doing. Let's keep watching. I hope it's free. Oh, you're gonna be disappointed. I didn't even know that I said that. Oh, it's not free. Oh, my friend, my little 2024 version of me. Oh my gosh, it's not free, and I'm so sorry to tell you. Oh boy, it's $10. What are the Nintendo Switch 2 controllers? Okay, let's see. The controllers. Now, I'm very much one that thinks that the next console is going to be a revision of the Switch, so a Switch 2 in a sense. Okay, I'll take it. That's good. Yeah, please, just some beefier Joy-Cons. I would very much appreciate it. Okay, I asked for beefier Joy-Cons. I am happy to report we got those beefier Joy-Cons. We got the Joy-Con 2s, which are bigger, which feel better, which are more responsive, have a freaking mouse feature. I don't think that I predicted that part. As for Pro controllers, just keep it the exact same. This is perfect, by the way. Man, dude, he knew everything. I mean, listen, if you look at the Switch 2 Pro controller, it looks about the exact same. The texture of the thumbsticks looks the same. It's the same controller. You gotta love it. Next up, screen size. Okay, screen size. Let's see what I had to say. I probably said it needs to be a bigger screen because I've always felt like I could use a bigger screen. Let's see. This is one that no one's really talking about. As it is now, the Nintendo Switch OLED has a 7-inch screen. You know what? I'm not sure if I want it much bigger. I mean, the Nintendo Switch and the Steam Deck have the exact same screen size, and I've never had a problem with either. Nintendo, I have had problems with the screen size. I'd be on a road trip and the screen looks fine, but I wish that it was a little bit bigger. Exact same screen size, please. Okay, so what is the screen size? I don't even know. Okay, so it's a 7.9-inch screen. So it's about 1 inch bigger. But I can't call that a correct prediction, so I will say I was wrong about the Switch 2 screen size. The only problem that I really am gonna have here when the Switch 2 launches is if the Switch 2 does not have an OLED screen. This will kill me. Well, RIP. So the Switch 2 screen is LCD. However, if you told 2024 version of me the Switch 2 is not OLED, he would cry. The Switch 2 screen is looking very bright, very colorful. Even though it's an LCD screen, it looks phenomenal. So I actually don't have a problem with the screen, even though it's not an OLED screen. Because while it will keep the price down, how will any Switch OLED user be able to go from the OLED screen back to the LCD screen, the non-OLED? You're gonna be kind of disappointed. That's true, but if you look at the Switch 2 screen, all is well, all is good. All right, here's a juicy one for you. Backwards compatibility. What did I say here? I'm gonna say yes, have it on Switch 2. If you're gonna make any sort of revision for a console, Switch Pro, Switch 2, Switch Ultimate, Switch McDouble. Oh, dude, we were robbed of the Switch McDouble. Come on now. However, if the Switch 2 is backwards compatible, listen, I would really love if you could make the Switch games look a lot better on the Switch 2. Woo! So as we know, the Nintendo Switch 2 versions of Switch 1 games, take Zelda for example, look awesome, but you have to pay an extra $10 to upgrade if you're not a Nintendo Switch Online, I believe, expansion pack member. Yes, that is correct information. I just Googled it. It can also help you raise the price, but I'm not trying to give you any ideas. Well, look what you did. You gave them ideas. $10 for an upgrade is nuts for a game that you already own. You gave them ideas, bro. Then everyone's least favorite and favorite part of any Nintendo console, the gimmick. Oh, what did I say for the gimmick? There isn't really much of one on Switch 2. Oh, the mouse feature. I don't think that I predicted that, but let's see. What the heck do you do with a Switch 2? Well, it's still a Switch in the sense that you're probably going to be able to take it from TV to handheld to Wendy's. Thankfully, that part is correct. However, there's one thing they can do. See, while still holding my Nintendo fanboy crown, I do embark on my Steam Deck adventures. With the Steam Deck, you can run an HDMI cable from the tablet to the TV and play on both screens, which would allow you to then play Wii U games, 3DS games, whatever you want to do. Okay, so the gimmick that I predicted was that you could plug some sort of cord from the top USB-C port, that was what I imagined, into the TV, play split screen games. It didn't happen, doesn't seem like it will happen. Buddy, you were wrong. But do you know what the Switch 2 needs in order to be able to do any of that? What? Tell me. Power. Oh, okay. What sort of power will the Nintendo Switch 2 have? A lot of people say 4K. Listen, I'm sorry, that's not gonna happen. Whoa, he didn't predict 4K. He said no 4K, okay. Nintendo is so behind in terms of hardware. 4K is like going to the moon. And there's rumors. Well, if 4K is like going to the moon, I guess we're all like Katy Perry, huh? Any Nintendo-made game on the Switch should be absolutely pristine. I still agree with that. We can't have Nintendo games dropping frames. You have Mario and Luigi Brothership running at a solid rate of frames dropping. It's not a smooth playing game. You have Pokemon Legends ZA looking crusty on the Switch 1. Nintendo games should be pristine. Hopefully that is the case on Switch 2. The fact that a game like Animal Crossing New Horizons lags terribly and cannot even load in some of the items that you've placed on— that clip right there is just horrendous. Watch this. Watch how much furniture loads in. That shouldn't happen. I get New Horizons is an intense game. That shouldn't happen. If you can't get your own first-party games at a smooth frame rate on the console, I sense a problem. So honestly, in terms of power, I'm not asking for a lot. I just want Animal Crossing, Princess Peach Showtime, and all the rest of the games, Kirby, to look smooth. Well, he got his wish. The games seem to look smooth. You know, Mario Kart, Metroid Prime 4, it's all looking fresh, 60 frames per second, if not 120 frames per second. As we know, the Switch can do 4K 60 frames per second or 1080p 120 frames per second. You got smooth games, kid. Because then comes in the price. Okay, we all know the controversy around the Nintendo Switch 2 pricing. What did I say? I probably went pretty high, like 500. What did I actually say? No Nintendo console in recent time has ever been listed for more than $350. Okay, I hope I didn't predict $350. So to go anywhere over that is a bit insane. Listen, if the Switch 2 is any more than $350, I'm not gonna love it. Did I actually predict that? I predicted $350. I mean, I can tell you now, 1 year later of Nintendo knowledge, it would not be $350, because if that was the case, why would anyone buy a Nintendo Switch OLED that is also currently $350? Now, a few months after this video was made, I probably would have predicted $400. I didn't know $450 was gonna be the price, but here we are. Am I gonna pay for that? Yes. But I don't really, want to pay for that. $350. Yeah, that's like my mindset. $450, I don't want to pay for it, but will I? Yeah. $50 is the price, but when will we hear about what the price is? Well, that would be at the reveal for the Nintendo Switch 2. Smooth transitions, man. This kid was sharp. All right, now he talks about the reveal and the release date. I have a feeling he was pretty far off. See, I don't love to listen to rumors, but from what everyone is saying, and everyone seems to be right a lot, the Switch 2 is coming out in March of 2025. He was 3 months off, man. Okay, so 3 months off. I mean, I'll give it to him. At that point in time, everything felt like March of 2025. You have to remember, there was no Switch 2 pushback, delay, nothing like that. It seemed pretty close to launch. So good prediction, didn't end up happening, but I respect. And really, it shouldn't be any later than that. And so if that's the set in stone release date, the reveal, I think, must happen this summer. And if you're asking me for a summer of 2024 reveal, also way off. Specific month, I would say July. And if you're asking me for a specific day in July for the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal presentation, July 15th on a Monday. How much more further off could I have been? 2024 is when you will get your Nintendo Switch 2 reveal. Well, hello from June 2025. We have the console now. It was revealed on January 16th, 2025. You were off, my friend. This is during summer, so all eyes are gonna be on the presentation. You're gonna rack up all the views, you're gonna rack up all the interest in it. That makes sense. Do things in the summer to get all the attention. I should have flipped that logic to releasing the console in summer. Then the console gets all the attention, all the love, all the purchases. It might seem a bit early because the first Switch reveal was in October, less than 5 months until the Switch actually released. I think you should— Whoa, if you think about it, the Switch 2 was revealed in January and released in June. So that was also 5 months. Nintendo likes a solid 5 months between releases, man. It's a pattern, watch out! Reveal the Switch 2 in July. That way you have some more time to explain, hey guys, this is a new console. Nothing can go wrong by giving yourself more time to promote your new console. Agree and disagree. Agree with giving yourself extra time to say, hey, it's not a Switch 1, it's a Switch 2. Also disagree because if you announce something too early, people might forget about it. I say July, but if they do want to go that little 5 month route, then maybe they'll show it off in like August or something. And I was still wrong. When they do show it off, whenever that is, what the heck do we name the console? Okay, so this is where things get dicey, okay? This is the final segment, I think, and I talked about what we name the system. I think I know what I said, but I'll let you all watch. Listen, this is gonna be the hardest one to predict. When the Wii, before it was announced, did you know it would be called Wii? No, I mean, names are impossible to predict. Even if you had a good guess, they'll probably change it before the console comes out. Spitting facts. But do you know what I would do? I would just call it the Nintendo Switch 2. Woo! We got another one right, folks. Nintendo Switch 2. I predicted it right, and honestly, I would say it's just the smartest thing you could name the console. All right, so that is the video. I think I did pretty good, honestly, because even when I got some predictions wrong, I made it kind of right. Like, I predicted 3D Mario would launch with Switch 2. I was wrong, but then I said a Nintendo Switch 2 tech demo would launch with the console. So I was half right. But folks, thank you all for watching. If you want to see another Nintendo Switch 2 video from me, click right here to do so. If you want to subscribe, here is my main channel. Here is my Nintendo podcast channel, both down here. I'll see you all soon. Adios.